President William Ruto's announcement that tuition for students who qualify for admission to universities in the country will be fully funded if the proposal is approved by Parliament has sparked mixed reactions. His appeal to Parliament to fast-track the amendment bill has also raised a question, as the proposed legislation is currently not before the House. Critics are now questioning whether the remarks were merely intended to appease the public and boost the president's political image as he prepares for the August 2027 general election. Eugen Nambeka starts us off tonight.
With just 1 month remaining before students placed to various universities across the country report for their studies, President William Ruto's proposal to scrap the current university funding model and introduce a new system that would enable students to study without financial hardship has sparked fresh debate. Speaking at State House Tuesday, President Ruto announced the plan.
And I want to implore on Parliament to expedite the amendments to the Higher Education Loans Board, so that beginning September, we want to make sure that if a child qualifies to do engineering or medicine, funding does not deter them from achieving their goal.
While the announcement has offered hope to thousands of students, NTV has established that no amendments to the Higher Education Loans Board have been sent to the National Assembly. A review of Parliament's bill tracking report published on July 2nd, 2026 shows that no such bill has been tabled or undergone first reading. The only HELB-related bill on record is a 2022 proposal by Machakos woman Rep. Joyce Kamene, which seeks to allow students below the age of 18 to access HELB loans. It does not address a new university funding model.
Any student, so long as they have passed their exam and they have been placed in a college or a university, each one of them will get full funding for their higher education.
If the government intends to implement the new funding model by September 2026, time is quickly running out. Legally, a new bill must be published in the Kenya Gazette for at least 14 days before it can be introduced in Parliament. Even if Parliament invokes special procedures to shorten the timeline, public participation, as required under Article 118 of the Constitution, must still be conducted. The situation raises critical questions. Were the President's remarks political messaging before the legislation reaches Parliament, or is a bill being prepared under an accelerated process behind the scenes? However, in an interview with the Daily Nation, Principal Secretary for Higher Education Dr. Beatrice Inyangala confirmed that such a proposal exists, but it's not yet ready, suggesting that the President may have spoken before the bill was formally introduced in Parliament. She said more time was needed to determine how the new funding model would work. The announcement has also drawn criticism from former Law Society of Kenya President Faith Odhiambo, who said that although the proposal is a good idea, its timing raises questions about its true intention. She questioned where the government was going to get the funding when it had struggled to pay for previous higher education funding model. Our calls and text messages to National Assembly Speaker Moses Wetangula, Education Committee Chair Julius Meli, and Committee Member Omboko Milemba went unanswered. The clerk of the National Assembly could also not be reached as his phone was temporarily switched off. David Ndii, the President's chief economic advisor, has since written on X that the President did not say government funding. He said students will be fully funded.
As lawmakers remain uncertain on whether the amendment bill exists, the question is this a political promise, or the law will actually be amended by September? Eugen Nambeka, NTV, Nairobi.